A lot to be thankful for today. Waking up in the morning, having good health, a sound mind, all my limbs, all five senses. I got a child who healthy. But one reason to be thankful, my Detroit Pistons is back in the playoffs, baby. Detroit basketball. My Detroit bad boy Pistons is back in the NBA playoffs. And right now we flirting with a fifth seed. And I think we can drop down to the sixth seed, but I hope we stay in that fifth seed so we could play the Indiana Pacers. I don't want to drop to the sixth seed and play the Knicks. I think the Knicks get way too many calls, and I don't want us to be in foul trouble playing against the Knicks. I believe for real the Knicks are a better team than us, and I believe we have a better chance of beating Indiana. Indiana is a good team too, but I'd rather play Indiana, the rivalry. I remember those days. The greatest series I ever saw in my life was the year my Detroit Pistons beat the Lakers. That wasn't a good series, but the series before that, we played the Indiana Pacers, and every game went down to the line, and we beat them in Game 7 when Tayshaun Prince hawked down Reggie Miller and got the game-winning block, and that advanced us to get to the finals. And I knew, man, that was the best defensive matchup I had ever saw. Man, them games was like 60, 70 points. It was just every shot mattered. It was just intense basketball, the greatest series I have ever saw. And I want to say, what year was that? I want to say it was 03 or 04. And it's just been a rivalry, and then the next year was the Malice in the Palace, the Ron Artest, Ben Wallace beef led to the stands, and the NBA has never been the same since that because they changed all the rules, did the dress code, everything. But that was started with Detroit Pistons, Indiana Pacers rivalry. So that rivalry, that bad blood with the fans is there, and when it's that bad blood and that rivalry, the games be that more intense, and I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm a fan of the Detroit Pistons, and I'm a fan of Indiana Pacers for real. And so I would like to see one of them advance, but I'd rather for my Detroit bad boy Pistons to advance. And I just don't want them to play the Knicks. I think, Brunson is a little too crafty. He get too many calls. I don't think we can match up with Cat. And so I hope we stay at that fifth seed and play the Indiana Pacers, and then fall to the sixth and play the Knicks. I'd rather for Milwaukee to stay in the sixth and get put out in the first round. I hate watching Milwaukee play. They play the worst brand of basketball I've ever saw. I hate watching them play. So I want them to get swept by the Knicks and get them up out of there. And I want us to beat the Pacers at the 5-6 matchup. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Are y'all happy as I am that my Detroit Pistons is back in the playoffs? Detroit basketball, baby. Bad boys. And I'm out.